of Deputies has also condemned the coffin assault incident. They say the terrible event once again highlights the need for increased awareness as well as education on the scourge of hate crimes. And to discuss this further, very pleased to be joined by Elena Baranov, who's joining us from our Durban studios. A very good afternoon to you, Elena. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good afternoon, Alicia. Thank you for having me on the show.
Elena, what a horrific incident. Do give us your stance on this.
Absolutely. The South African Jewish Board of Deputies has been horrified by this racial attack that took place in Mpumalanga and that is being referred to as the coffin assault case. Acts of humiliation and hate such as this one have absolutely no place in our country. And I'm sure we agree that most South Africans strive each day to build a country that is tolerant, where we have the human rights principles of dignity and equality afforded to all. And as an organization and as the Jewish community, we urge all concerned South African citizens to speak out against discrimination and prejudice wherever they may come across it in their everyday lives.
With that, Elena, we understand that the Jewish Board of Deputies, as you've just rightly mentioned, is urging all South Africans to give their input on the proposed Prevention of Hate Crimes and Hate Speech Bill. Do tell us how they can participate in this bill.
Absolutely. Well, the advocacy around having hate crimes legislation in this country has been ongoing for the past 10 years, and we're very excited that a draft bill has been put forward to the public for comment. The deadline for submissions was initially the 1st of December, but that has been extended to the 31st of January 2017, and we call on all South Africans to make their voice heard about this really important bill that seeks to create the offence of hate crimes and hate speech in South African legislation.
But now, Elena, a lot of people are asking, how will this bill now combat and assist in the prevention of incidences of hate, and also how will it allow for formal monitoring of such cases? Because a lot of people have been saying that this kind of bill will actually take forever to pass, as there's just so much legal aspects that need to be considered when passing a bill of this nature.
Yes, it has been a long process even to get to this point, but incidences like the racial attack, the coffin assault, prove that it is not coming a day too soon. We really need this sort of legislation. And as you said, what will be crucial in the hate crimes and hate speech bill is to outline not only the offence of hate crimes and hate speech, but to also give guidelines to investigators and prosecutors so that in our country, hate crimes can be dealt with in the correct manner and assistance can be given to the victims. And what is also crucial is to have the correct form of monitoring of hate crimes and hate speech around the country, because it's only through monitoring and being able to collect accurate data that we as South Africans will get a sense of how widespread these incidences are, whether there are specific hotspots where this is occurring, and whether the assistance that is being given to victims is enough. And with all forms of legislation, it will really stand or fall on how it is implemented. And that is crucial. And we hope that the bill will really flesh out exactly how we're going to make sure that we take the progressive legislation and make it a reality in South Africans' daily lives.
Absolutely. Elena, very quickly, before I let you go now, as you rightly pointed out, the 31st of January is the deadline. So where can they make their submissions? Is there a certain email? Is there a certain website that they can go into and actually put forward their ideas there?
Absolutely. So the best place to go is the Department of Justice and Constitutional Development website. There you will find a copy of the draft bill that citizens can go through, and there is an email address and a form that you are able to then submit electronically your submission. You're also able to drop off in a hard copy at your local Department of Justice office in your province. And we really urge all South Africans, this is a fantastic opportunity to have your say about hate crimes and how it affects you. If you have ideas on how it can be implemented correctly in the country, do so before the 31st of January.
Thank you so much for that update. That is Elena Baranov, the spokesperson for the South African Jewish Board of Deputies, and she's talking to us about a proposed bill to combat hate crimes in the country.